Whoa. If you want to know what happened there, I was on the phone. Sorry. Anyway, nice to see you all. I know who writes this stuff. That's a crazy intro. But guys, welcome to the unknown edition of ShowTalk. It's a non-sponsored show. In fact, I lose $10 to $12 every week, and it's still a lot less money than I used to blow when I was on the road. So we're going to do a few minutes of talking, because I don't want to just jump right into the pick a card, because you came to see a show, and I'm going to give you a show. So here's what we're going to talk about. First of all, tomorrow at 11:40, I don't want to hear any negativity out there. I've made the decision. I did some research, and at my age, I'm willing to take the chance. I'm getting my vaccination, and I don't care what any of you say. Listen, I know it's one of those subjects that there's people that believe and they don't believe, but let me explain something to you. That this is not new. The government has not been trying to kill us for all these years. Otherwise, we'd be all gone. You got to understand that smallpox, first of all, that is probably a 3,000-year-old disease, and they know that because there was scarring on mummified bodies, and so they know that smallpox has been around for at least 3,000 years. And how they came up with the vaccine is actually interesting, because this went on through the 4th century and 10th century, and it started spreading as people were globalizing and going on ships and traveling. Of course, disease spread and it went to other places. And it was in 1796 that I believe his name was where is it here? Edward Jenner, I believe. Edward Jenner. He found out and noticed, because people were dying of smallpox, but he noticed that milkmaids, that, milking the cow, they were getting cowpox, but they weren't getting smallpox. So he came up with the concept, and it was just a guess back then, but he came up with the concept that maybe somehow the bacteria or the virus from cowpox was vaccinating or immunizing people against getting the worse of the two, which by far was smallpox, killing millions of people. So you're not going to like this part of the story, but what he did was he took from one of the scars on somebody, he took some of that, scratched it in the skin of a 9-year-old. It was the son of one of the gardeners, and he inoculated, in other words, with him. And of course, he got a fever and he got this, but he never got smallpox. So more testing. That's when they came up with the fact that, it's used to this day. So I started accommodating them by doing it on Zoom. And that allows me actually an opportunity to talk to people longer, because I know some people I've aired and it's been 24 minutes, and that's a long time. And even Sean Connery, when he was on Carson, he was only on for 9 minutes, because we just don't have the attention span to watch even a major star for 24 minutes. So I think if I cut them a little shorter, if I do Zoom interviews for 20 minutes and then edit it down, because I can do that, and then edit it down to maybe 9 minutes or 6 minutes, I think maybe people will watch it more. And because we all have, let's face it, we all have our version of attention doodad disorder. Tune in tomorrow morning and check out my interview with Carrie Miletto. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a few more Zoom interviews with people. And remember, you don't have to have a product. You don't have to have a service. It could just be about you. And let's, because you know who I want to have on? I phoned him up yesterday and he said yes, Chris Lutz. So Chris and I are going to talk, because he's been very busy this year. He still has a job. Not only does he have a job, but he bought a house. He's bought stuff for the house all throughout COVID. I don't even think he knows about COVID, to tell you the truth. I think he's totally oblivious to it. So I'm going to have Chris Lutz on my show one day. I'm going to have Dave Barrett. He said yes as well. So if you're interested in maybe one day doing a little private message me, let me know. And get you on. Again, you don't need to sell anything. It could be just about 5 minutes about you that you can put on your Facebook page, that you can send to your family and show that you were on one of the hottest TV shows on Morningside Avenue. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.